Hello, my name is Lara. This is my channel. As you can see, there's already another video on my channel related to crochet stuff. This is when I attempted to post how I crochet, and I'm very proud of that video. But that was, to be honest, so much work, and it took so much of my time because I'm studying full time, and it was too time consuming, and I had to crochet in front of the tripod underneath my phone. I don't know, maybe there's another way to do that, but it was too complicated for me, and I said if this is taking too much time, maybe it's not worth it, and it kind of started to become something that I'm not enjoying anymore. So that was like maybe 2 years ago. Now I want to do something related to reading, because reading has always been in my life since I can remember myself. I've been reading all the time when I was little, when I was a teenager. Now when I'm 25, I'm reading. Reading is kind of like my safe space. My, like, for example, whenever I go and travel, I kind of get into this relaxed mode where I don't even want to go outside, I just want to read. And now I'm using reading to cope with stress, to like kind of just like everyone, I guess. Anyway, today I want to talk about the books I'm reading in June and what I plan to read in July. So let's start with the book that I already finished in June, which is The Idiot by Elif Batuman. This is a book that was recommended by a friend a while ago, and I remember she even bought it for me. I remember that day we were visiting her in New York, and we went to a bookstore, and she's like, oh my god, this is my favorite book, I'm gonna buy it for you so you can read it. So I'm like, okay. And it's been like maybe a year since I've been reading this book, because it's not something, I wouldn't say it's something bingeable that you can like, maybe for some, but for me it kind of touched a lot of like existential subjects, a lot of like very deep subjects, even though on the surface it's just about a girl who goes to study at Harvard, I think. I don't know, it's like in the 90s, because she's mentioning that the email just got popular, and basically she just writes everything that she goes through, all the thoughts. She goes to abroad to teach a kid English. In the meantime, she kind of has this back and forth with this guy on email, and even at the end of this book, I'm like, I don't know, no spoilers, but like it's very weird, the guy. But the subject, like whenever I was reading a passage and she would say like kind of like a weird thought, I would be like, oh my god, like there's people thinking about this stuff too. It's not only me. So if I could maybe summarize this book in one sentence, I could say that it made me feel seen in a way like my thoughts are seen. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, the next book that I'm reading is this one. It's by Lauren Graham. It's her first like book, I think. She talks about her time in Gilmore Girls, how she started, her biography. It's a very fun read. I think I did 58 pages in like 2 sittings. It's very fun, and she's a very funny person. I think the character that she plays in Gilmore Girls very much matches the tone in this book, and I guess even her own character. I'm reading this like, this is just a light read before sleep or wherever, when I don't wanna think about much stuff. Very fun. I recommend it for Gilmore Girl fans. The next book is this huge book, Iron Flame, which I'm sure everyone already knows about it and read it. My friends read it. I have this much left, like, so it's not a lot. I've been reading it since the beginning of May, I think. And I know different people have a different experience with it. The first half, I'm like, oh, it's such a beautiful writing. I love all the descriptions, everything, but it was so slow. Like, I wanted something more. Like, where's the action? When is it gonna be? You know. And the second half of the book, it started to give me that action finally. And I love it so much that I might as well give it 5 stars in the end, even though I even wrote in my Goodreads update, I'm like, I know I whined about it being long, but I might as well give it 5 stars because it's so good. I have this much left, so I'm almost done. Probably gonna be a 5 stars. Some of my friends said that they don't like that the second part is too fast. I don't find this being true, honestly. I just feel like this is a very obvious continuation, and like things what are happening. Like, this is not fast, it's just finally something is happening. And yeah. And the last book that I'm reading this month, that I actually started reading yesterday, is Happy Place by Emily Henry. It was a very rainy day yesterday, and I'm like, oh, I need a very bright book. No, I'm like, I went to my bookshelves, and I'm like, I want to read a rom-com. And I know that my friends, actually a lot of my friends had read this, and they were like, oh, it's so good. But particularly one of my friends, she was like, oh, it's so good, it was so life-changing for me. And I'm like, okay, I'm down. It's a rainy day, it's a very bright and beautiful book, let's do it. So I did like 64 pages. I don't want to say like it's so good. Like, you know when a book is good when they just talk about very basic stuff, like nothing, I don't know, everything that's happening, it's very cliche. Basically, they are broken up, but they maintain the appearance of them still being a couple for their friends, because they have like a week together with their friends, and they don't want to break their heart, and like they're like, okay, let's pretend we're still together, blah blah blah. It's like, I guess the subject is cliche, but the way that it's written, it's so beautiful, and it made me laugh out loud a couple of times, which only happened honestly with Ailey Hazelwood and Jojo Moyes, who read Me Before You. I read all the trilogy of Me Before You, and the writing is so, like, she's a very good writer, and Ailey Hazelwood, of course, too. Now I just realized that there are a bunch of books that I, because I didn't mention that I'm currently reading that are on my Kindle and on Audible, because I put only the physical stuff, and then I started talking about my July TBR, and then I'm like, 4 books? I've been telling people the whole month that I'm reading like 10 books at a time. Something's wrong. So I just realized I have a bunch that I've written down. I'm gonna put the pictures somewhere on the screen because I'm reading them either on Kindle or listening to them on Audible. Right now on Kindle, I'm reading To Cage a Wild Bird. This was recommended to me too. It's like a modern dystopian book. It's very fast paced. The writing is very like it's very light. It's not very complicated. Like, you can get very fast through it. But I don't know, I still have mixed opinions on it. because even though it's very fast paced and things are happening, like a lot of things are happening there and happening all the time, I don't feel very much drawn to it. Like I want to go and open my Kindle and read it. So I don't know what if this says something about the book or about me. Anyway, we'll update when I finish it. Oh my god, I'm listening to so many things on Audible. On Audible, I'm listening to Problematic Summer Romance by Ailey Hazelwood. I haven't read the first book, but I know they're not connected. It's just that I was looking for a nice audiobook, and I really like the voices, and the voice of the girl is actually very, very, very nice, and it's a very funny book, and it's very entertaining, like any Ailey Hazelwood book. So not done yet, but recommended so far. The next one that I'm listening to is Souls in Ruin. This book has 24 hours, which is the first time that I see this in an audiobook. It's usually like max that I saw is like 16, and it's still like a lot. This one is 24 hours. I don't know why I got myself into this. Anyway, it's very like, I like the plot. I like the voices, but it's very like lengthy. It's very like they repeat the same thing multiple times. So I don't know, we'll see about that. But basically it's, just to give a small summary, it's about the girl, and she's betrothed to this guy because her dad wants their kingdoms to be allies, and something happens, and then she kind of becomes his prisoner. But you can find it on your own. The reason I never married him, this is also on Audible. I don't know why I stopped. It's basically like it's also a fun book, but I don't know, I just stopped at a point. Like sometimes they're too lengthy. Okay, like they're very funny and nice, but at one point they get so lengthy that I don't wanna, like, I get tired of it. This one is about a girl and a guy who own this farm, and the guy wants to inherit a cottage, I think, and for that he has to be married, and the girl wants his part of the farm, so they make like an arranged marriage where they each get what they want, and of course they fall in love. Anyway, I also started reading on my Kindle Breakfast at Tiffany's, but only like a couple pages. So we'll see how it goes, because I started watching the movie. I haven't finished it yet, and I'm like, oh, I just realized I have the book on my Kindle. Why not read it first and then watch the movie? So yeah, these are my 10 books that I'm reading at the same time, and hopefully they will be done, and I'm gonna finish them in July. Now the 4 books that I'm gonna read in July, hopefully only 4. No, it's actually 5. No, it's 4, okay, because I put airplane on top. So the first one that I'm gonna read in July, one of the first ones, I'll probably jump right into it, is Onyx Storm, because I'm finishing Iron Flame, and as you can see, the editions are different. This is a UK version gifted by a friend to me. This is, I guess the North American version. I love this with the dragons. Let me see if it has. No, of course it doesn't have anything inside. Anyway, it's nice to see on my bookshelf. I'm gonna jump right into that. I I was like on my Goodreads update for Iron Flame. At this point where I'm here, I wrote something like, I'm so proud of like Zayden being so mature and adult. Like I can't, like this is why I'm gonna give it 5 stars, because I like him being so vulnerable and mature. And someone someone commented and said Onyx Storm is gonna break your heart. So can't wait. Next book that I'm planning to read, I actually started for a bit, but I think I'm gonna start it from the beginning because I forgot, is Tis by Frank McCourt. I've read a while ago, like maybe 8 years ago, I read Angela's Ashes, and it was such a devastating read. It's basically, it's an autobiography of his childhood during the Irish famine. And Tis, it's about his time in USA when he immigrated to USA. And I know he has another book that I have that's called Teacher Man. So eventually he becomes a teacher. So I'm very excited to see his passage, because in Angela's Ashes, he was just a kid, and it was like breaking my heart every page, everything that was happening there. So I'm like very excited to see that he got a happy ending. The next book is Circe by Madeline Miller. This is my book club's pick of this month. At my school, I'm hosting a book club with my friends, and this is our pick for June, but we're gonna host it in July. So basically I'm gonna read it in July right before the meeting. I've read The Song of Achilles last summer, and it was such a nice read. I was reading it outside, under the sun, on a long chair, and it was such a nice atmosphere. I started reading this a bit just to give it a try and see if it's the same as The Song of Achilles. It is, like I can see that it's the same vibe, except that I don't feel like I can read this on the bus. Like if you read this on the bus, it makes you fall asleep, especially at 7 in the morning. So I'm gonna wait until we get a sunny weather so I can go outside on weekends and read this under the sun. The last book is East of Eden by John Steinbeck. The reason that I want to read this book is basically because everyone says that it's going to change your life, and it's so good. Also read if you check my library at home, I basically read a bit from everything that I have to see what's in there. So this I'm gonna probably start it from the beginning too, but I'm very excited for it. Hopefully it's gonna change my life. I'll let you guys know. Anyway, that's it for this video. For the next one, I'm planning to do either something about all of my favorite books, or I don't know, if I don't have the time, we'll see each other for the June wrap, where I tell you the final ratings for my books. So that's it.